Yeah, well, I'll go ahead and just describe so what we're doing. So Jason and I are playing Star Trek Ascendancy with the Borg expansion, and rather than having it just be a two-player game, we decided that we're both going to play two races in a permanent alliance with each other. I'm sticking the canon, and I'm going to be Earth and the Klingons, and Jason's the Romulans and the Ferengi. We really couldn't think of what would be a good race. You know, it'll be interesting when the Vulcans come out. You can do a reunited um, Vulcan race and have the Vulcans and the Romulans working together.
That seems highly illogical.
They're
The Romulan hotheads with the cool Vulcans.
I don't know. Actually, one thing I'm enjoying about Star Trek Enterprise is that it shows that the not so perfect Vulcans.
Yeah.
Um, so we're just doing the starting technology that we've been doing in the other games, and so I'm going to have the Federation go last because we don't want to burn through. Only our first 8 systems are guaranteed to not be Borg. From that point on, we could be encountering the Borg at any time. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
If I build them at my home planet, which technically is a starbase, or they have to be a planet with the starbase build.
Yeah, it says add a starbase, so there's not a starbase there, but if you build a starbase there, which in this game makes a lot more sense because if you think about it, you lose whenever you lose your home base, like you immediately become the Borg.
Mm-hmm.
So having a starbase help defend your home system.
Just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that happens on command phase anyway. So for now, I'm just building. Oops. Dropping stuff already. For now, I'm just building 3 ships. Oh. Alright. And that's the extent of my building, and then I'm on command phase, so let's see, franchise, establishment, moon. Okay, that's the leapfrog fleet. Connect new, space lane system, beyond maximum number, okay. Commerce enforcement, this fleet may end its movement in a system containing rival ships or growth trades.
It's canon.
Oh my god. I would love some Earl Grey tea, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hot.
You're terrible.
So that I really like
you
that.
You left your Star Trek shirt upstairs.
Actually I do have a Star Trek.
You have a blue one. I've seen.
Yeah.
It. Yep.
Well,
science officer.
Well, that Halloween day, Captain Picard graced us there.
Yep. Oh, great tea. So what's the difference between? So the Commerce Enforcement Fleet. This fleet may end its movement in the system containing rival ships, regardless of trade status, but it may not move past.
Yeah, so like.
Oh, you may enter warp on your turn without exhausting a command. Okay, that's the advantage of it. So essentially, I can just put this thing in fleet and warp at any point. Okay, we'll probably do the.
I'm just gonna do all my
okay.
build phases.
I think I'll do the franchise establishment. Okay, all right. So I did all my build stuff. Now I'm doing shenanigans. So I'm going to exhaust a command to form a fleet, and just going to go ahead and make the franchise establishment flotilla. So that's fleet number 3.
Amazing for it. If the attacker scores more hits than the defender has nodes, Then the attacker is invaded with overwhelming force and is taking control of the system as one combat. If the attacker feels few hits, then the defender has nodes. Then must choose a number of resources to destroy. So I think they just have one node.
So it just destroys the node and I take the planet.
No, I think you've won with over. I think you just get the planet now.
But I didn't just score more hits than. Oh, because there's one.
There's only one
hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get the D. Alright, so the Romulan. We figured out that the Romulans did take the planet because they only had to score
one hit.
One hit because there was only one node.
And they scored nothing. If it had been a tie, it would have. A node would have been destroyed. You still lose a ship though.
I lose a ship?
Yeah.
For what?
Oh no, that's right. They rolled this. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. I'm good to go. So let's go explore some more. A 3.
You just I guess connected to Beige, or you want to get
Pretty
that
much.
sweet Ferengi money.
Pretty much. All right.
Oh, you got to use a command to do that attack, and then another 2 to like get you the Beige, or so you're done. But you can.
We'll make contact, and then I can still do a trade.
And you just as well leave that ship in the fleet now. Essentially, you essentially. Like,
oh yeah, because I wasn't going to be taking
yeah.
over the planet anyway. Good point. All right, so before I end my turn, I'm going to go ahead and
do the trade agreement.
Since we've made contact, get that trade agreement going as early as possible. I'll give them a number. I'll give them a number 1. They don't really need. Yeah, this is just icing on top of the cake.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right, and then I've got one, which I don't take. I don't have benefits for this first turn, but that's okay because there's no ships in my territory.
Okay, so we've gone through 3 planets. So there's still another 5 there left. All right, so I'm having the Klingons build 2 more ships. I'm going to form the assault fleet, which is good at taking over planets. I'm assuming that they're going to come across the planets, and then I'll use my next command to leave Kronos. It's a 3. I'll head towards the Federation. Oh, this is a good planet. Izar. It's a research, a production, and an open. And there's a discovery. Roll die and add your ascendancy. If the result is 4 or higher, build 1 ship in the system for free. So, oh, we got 6. All right, so I get a free ship.
And that's for the conscription or whatever?
No, it's I came across a Gantumu.
Ooh. Oh, that thing, that living ship thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been conscripted into the Klingon Empire. So it took 2 commands to get there since it was a 3. I guess this is well. Have that ship keep on going. It's a 4. Damn. Can you hand me a 4?
Oh,
like space lane.
Can we be more specific? There you go. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. I guess it wouldn't be completely fair if I guess the planets aren't supposed to be starting that close next to each other anyway. I'll go ahead and use up my second turn to get there as well. Argo. So 1 open, and oh geez, the Klingons are lucky. Children of the Namalia negotiation remains in play. To colonize this system, roll a die and add your ascendancy. If the total is 4 or more, you may colonize for free. Otherwise, you may not colonize this system on your turn. I guess I'll go ahead and have the Klingons try it. I'll have the Federation do the same thing next turn. So alright, so the Klingons colonized this system.
Cool. We're all making good progress.
Yep. Alright, so yeah, it took me 2 commands to get there, so that is the end of the Klingons. The Federation also built ships. I'm gonna go ahead and go straight into a science fleet. Yeah, science fleet makes more sense. I was thinking about maybe piggybacking, giving the Federation that one, but the Federation are gonna be able to discover. They should be doing all the exploring and setting up planets for either the Klingons to either attack or. And all right, so they're gonna go explore some worlds. A 4. Can you hand me another 4?
Yep. You're just rolling all these long distance lanes.
Ooh, gotta give myself that one.
Oh, geez. Yeah, the Klingons definitely need that to boost their research. Oh, is that for the Federation?
Yeah, the Federation. Yeah, the Klingons' turn is done.
Nice.
So.
That's probably going to be your base of operations.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of which, I'll go ahead and just build a space station here.
It's a good move.
And then I will. Oh, I forgot to draw out this card. Warp capable level 1.
It's not. Because it's a cluster. It's not a planet.
No, it's still it still has a node there.
Interesting.
So
that's good for you because you get a culture.
Oh yeah, you're right. I get a culture just for discovering a civilization.
Mm-hmm. So that works out, and then you can hegemonize them.
Yeah, I may actually just go ahead and do that now.
Because you can't build a station there yet.
Right.
We'll be able to.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead. That'll be my turn. So I'll do this. I roll. Well, essentially, I'm guaranteed because I get +1. My universal translator. So it's they only resist at a 1.
So as long as you roll more than a 1,
yeah,
you've got it. Okay. So there you go.
So I'm spending 2 culture. I'll just put it in here. It's my planet, and I get a production node that way. And then I'll go ahead and use a turn and put a space station there. Then I'll have my science fleet fly out. 4. So they're only going to be halfway through something. But I'll go ahead and connect it like that. So there'll be 2 along there. So we only have 1 safe planet left. And only 1
safe one left.
Yeah. Guaranteed to be a non-Borg. So from this point on, we've got to be a little bit more careful. So
says the Federation, who spends 2 of them. So.
Alright, so I spent 1. I spent 2 to get there. 1 to build the fleet. 1. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm done.
Okay. So then you want to take.
Go ahead and refresh. I'll just pause. You go first.
I think so. So build. I'll go ahead and spend 3 to get 3 ships.
You're not going to build a production node on that planet?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I need to do that. So I'll buy 1 ship and build a production node.
Especially since your ascendancy level, like we're all at 1, so you're not.
Or I could just go ahead and spend the other production and build a research node there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. So it's 1 production.
Well, I need an extra command for my space station.
2 research. Yeah, so I'll do that. Because we need to get more research going so I can upgrade my shields.
Yeah, because for a while we may actually want to play a little bit safe and not do such extreme amount of exploring until
that's what I'm trying to do.
Our colonies are like more established.
I'm trying to like build a buffer zone essentially. So. Okay. So building is done. So now I go on to commands, and let's see. Well, I definitely want to explore that last planet. So he's gonna explore that last planet. Ooh, nice research. And it's a civilization, a level 1 civilization.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess
And
I'll do that
one
then.
resource node in priority order. So it has one resource node. Now, even though it's been already discovered, would you still get a culture if you went here?
No.
Okay. Okay.
But I would have a strong advantage to try to win them over with culture because the Ferengi, your ascension level doesn't factor in.
Right. Pretty much. All right. So I'm going to spend another command to commission a station at Zeta Botus 3. And then, let's see. I will spend a command to launch 2 research projects. War is good for business.
I mean, that actually
whisper your way to success.
Actually, how does the war one read? Because that could be good.
Every time any rival holding a Ferengi trade agreement fights in a space battle, take 1 production.
With the Borg.
So I need to have a trade agreement with everybody
Yeah.
to boost my production. On your turn, you may pay 1 production to exhaust any trade agreement. You may do this multiple times on your turn. That's interesting. Okay, cool. So we got that. I think, honestly, I got 2 commands left, but I don't think I'm gonna. Well, actually, I'm going to spend.
You can send that one in the warp. I mean, you run a small risk of coming across a. Yeah, actually, like, there's always a chance. Actually, from this point on, you probably don't want a single ship to ever come across something because.
Well, right.
You could.
But I want to get my ships, like, in somewhere to, like, start doing trade, but.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. You could just put it in warp.
I'll just put both of them in warp.
Yeah.
So,
And then
can I get 2 warp tokens, please?
Yeah. Because in that way.
And then I can spit them out wherever I need them to be.
Yeah.
So.
Well, because you need to start. You also need to get your ships over in those Romulan systems as well.
You were right. That's what I was going to try to do. I was trying to get that 1 over there. But I need the larger fleet to do that. So, all right, and then the Romulans.
Yeah.
So, I shall. I got 2. I'll go ahead and build a. I'll build 2 research nodes on Delta 4.
Actually, this should have been a research node
No,
because it's
when the civilization told us a production node.
Okay.
So, which is fine because it's an open slot anyway.
Yeah.
And that's probably what I would have built anywho. So
yeah, you need production early on.
Yep. All right, so we got that taken care of, and now for commands. Oh, dare I dare an unexplored and uncharted. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go into the unknown. So, going from...
Yeah, I mean, it's a fleet of 4.
Oh, wait, before I do that. Oh, wait, before I do that.
Build a station?
Build a... colonize.
Oh, yeah.
So, 1 and 1 ship. Perfect. So, that does that, and then I build that. Okay, cool. And... Alright, and now it's my turn. So I'm going to go ahead and build a station at this place.
Why there?
Because I'm going to be jumping off from here, so I don't know what I'm about to find.
Yeah.
And then all I have to do is put 1 more on this guy, and then he's already maxed out. But since I'm going to be jumping off here, I might as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and roll this. 2.
Oh, that's
that
good.
could be good or bad.
Yeah. Good if it's a good planet, bad if it's a trans-warp hub.
Right. All right, what do we got?
It's just a hazard level 6. That's not too bad.
Which is fine. I've got the science fleet.
Yeah.
So I haven't upgraded my shields yet.
So
Doing
yeah,
well for me.
yeah. So you're good.
I'm fine.
And
That's a good balanced planet. I like that. Sigma Draconis.
Metather booby trap. Either pay 2 research or bear a level 3 hazard.
Ooh.
I mean, that's not that bad since you only roll 1 ship, but then you will lose
Yeah.
that fleet, and then you have to use another command to issue another one.
Right.
So,
Well, I don't have any research, so I have to do that.
okay, so it's
I
a
roll
level
one.
3 hazard? Yeah, level 3. So 3, 4, 5, or 6, you lose 1 ship.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're okay.
you got lucky.
All right.
I mean,
Goodbye, booby trap.
you got lucky with just the fact that
Super
it's not a Borg. Oh.
All right.
Did you build a station this turn or last turn?
This turn. So
Okay.
that would have been
So you,
one for the station.
You get another
one...
command, 1 for the movement.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, I mean
Okay.
for next time.
Yep. 1 for the station, 1 to move them. I'll just go ahead and I'll launch 2 research projects. First.
Yeah, because you can keep them both now,
Yep.
so it makes more sense.
Ooh, advanced Romulan cloaking device and Tal Dion security forces. In planetary invasions, research nodes you control roll an additional die to hit. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So my research nodes can contribute to my planetary invasions.
Well, no, your planetary defenses, like when.
Oh, when I'm defending.
Like
against?
because the Borg attack planets.
Oh,
as well.
right. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, that's useful because once a Borg cube starts taking over.
Yep.
A system.
Okay, cool. All right. I'll just go ahead and spend. We'll go ahead and keep going out a little bit and see what we get. 4.
All right, so you're partially through space.
Correct.
Unless you want
I got 1 more.
You could prep. Oh, okay.
I spent 1 and then, ooh, that's a good point actually. I could just do that, and then it's sealed off.
Yeah.
That's actually a good idea. And
you
then,
could use that last command to just go. Well, you would be here, but you can go in the warp, and then next turn you could just drop them out of warp.
Okay, we'll do that.
Does any of your starting technologies give you warp advantages?
The cloaked orbital mines does, so he's actually at warp 2.
Okay.
Which actually should give him an extra culture too.
Alright, so I'm going to have the Federation go next. I'm going to go on a building spree of building 2 research nodes and a culture node there.
No, we'll like wipe out all of your resources.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I have 1 culture left.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go in and out of warp. So it takes 2 commands, and so that will be here. I can jump 2 systems because of my warp advancement. So I'm gonna land on Kronos. That'll be funny if I do like a cultural invasion like right now, but I'm not gonna do that. So
yeah, you want the Klingons to help you out.
Yeah, to be around. So I'm gonna meet the Klingons. They're gonna be really friendly, and they're gonna give me a 3 trade agreement, and I'm gonna give them a 3 trade agreement. And then I'm gonna go leave Kronos. And I'm essentially going to do their exploring for them. Because I can do it a lot safer than they can. And if I discover new places...
You can let them have them. It's interesting.
These are exactly the same. So good.
Just different name.
Just different names.
Same like
stats.
hazard level?
Yeah, same hazard level. Everything's exactly the same.
Interesting.
So it's a hazard level 5. So 5 or 6 will kill one of my ships. Alright, so I'm good. And it is a Klingon confrontation. So
you're doing your own exploring and you found a fringe Klingon fleet.
Yeah, alright, so
interesting.
That works out for
I don't
them.
think that could have gone any better.
Yeah, I mean,
wanted a Klingon
maybe a
ship there.
Ferengi ship. I would be okay with a Ferengi ship there because then I could do a trade agreement with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and leave that system again. Three. I'm actually kind of tempted to
just connect those two.
Yeah.
Go back to
Starbase
1.
Yeah, because yeah, it's like I don't know how much I want to push my luck since there's not like if I do come across the Borg,
you're gonna be in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Whereas right now you're kind of you're keeping you're linking up your holdings.
So I'll use my second command to go there, and then I'll use my last command to start 2 new research projects.
Okay.
Starfleet Academy, 1 brazing a hazard. Your ships have +1 under shield modifier. Or the Cochrane Institute, impulse speed is increased by 1, both of which are a warp advancement too. So, since I have so many research nodes, I'll keep both of them. And that's that. So that's the end of the Federation turn. And okay, they've both gone. So the Klingons are gonna go. They will build. You know, actually, I wonder if I should just sabotage the Klingons and have them not even bother with culture, and just have them be my muscle. I'll colonize this planet here with a ship and a planet.
I mean, you think of it in terms of, you know, what your alliance, what's the greater good for the alliance rather than just the single player.
Yeah. I'll build a production. Yeah, because it's like normally building a culture node in any open spot makes the most sense, but at the same time,
you need to be able to build a lot of ships.
Right. So. Oh. Like, do I want, especially since there's like a ship this there, do I
just go ahead and colonize it? Yeah, I would just go ahead and colonize it and.
Well, I mean, there's planets also. Actually, I'll build another, because part of it is like places that are defensible.
Oh, true. Yeah, where that one's way in the back and it's not going to be bothered.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Okay, so that's pretty much the last of the building I can do.
And you have a command. I would commission a starbase here.
Yeah. So I will. The Klingons will build. Actually, I kind of want to keep Kronos safe.
Oh, just add a starbase there.
Yeah. So they'll get an extra command next turn. Because it's all done when you lose your home base. Like as soon as I get to Ascension 2, I'm probably going to build one on the Federation home planet. I'm gonna. Gosh, this ship is just way out of the way. I'm gonna put this fleet into warp because it would take me so many turns through normal movement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna, like I had the Federation maybe do some exploring for me and find, and that way I can like jump this one in if I need to do a fight, and then I will use my. I'll do 2 research projects. Planetary bombardment, while evading to get first strike. Oh, Cult of Kalis. Each round of space combat this is the one where I can just ram my ships. And like that actually is a great like Borg killer if I need it. And whenever you destroy a Borg, the Klingons get a culture, and whenever you destroy a Borg or take over a Borg planet, you get one of the Borg techs.
Okay.
And then I'll just exhaust my last 2 commands and just to build 2 more ships, and I'll do that on Kronos. And that will be the end of the Klingon turn.
I should have left this Ferengi. I should have left this Ferengi here.
I mean,
oh well.
So, alright, that's it. So we do our build phases again.
Alright, so the Ferengi rolled a 1, the Romulans rolled a 4.
Federation rolled a 2, Klingons rolled a 2.
Okay. So
Yeah, I guess the
so
Romulans...
the Romulans can choose, essentially, and then everybody else can go. Honestly, I want the Romulans to probably go last.
Give everybody another warp token.
Oh, I did.
Oh, okay.
I gave everybody one warp
Okay.
token at the end of refresh.
Okay.
So, I think so. Yeah, so I want the Romulans to actually go last.
Yeah.
So
I'll say the Federation's going to go first, then the Klingons.
Okay, and then it'll be the Ferengi. That's fine.
Alright, so...
Daddy's fine with me.
I only have 3 culture. I will build 4 ships. Here. Just pray that Earth doesn't get like surprisingly connected somehow. And then I will have this ship leave that system. Let's head towards the Ferengi. So I'll use 2 of my commands.
Yes, do a deal with us.
Draw these 2. Phenomenon. But a black hole. But I would get a culture, and there's no chance of a Borg being there.
So there you go.
Yeah. I kind of like the idea.
Then it's a cushion between you and
the Frank.
That's also a level 3 hazard, though. Are you gonna be okay with that?
I mean, there's a good chance I lose 1 ship. If it wasn't my science fleet, I wouldn't do it. But it is my science fleet, and
yeah.
Yep, I'm good.
All right. Well, I won't be sending the Ferengi through that. No way in hell.
Well, you can warp through it.
Oh, that's true. I could just do that.
Yeah, so luckily I get a research token and I got a culture token. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it straight onto impulse speed of 3 or increase shields when you're doing hazards. That's only going to be useful until traditional shields are better. But this is already going to be a problem. Well, this is only 3. I'm gonna increase my impulse speed. I think that's, I'm going to put my technology towards that. I'm going to leave again. Hopefully, I can make contact with the Ferengi. 3. See, if I had impulse speed of 3, I would just be there. Oh, connect. So 2 to get there, and 2 to leave. So I'm meeting the Ferengi. I'll go ahead and give you a 2.
Cool.
And feel free to send as many ships into Federation space as you want.
I will do so.
And I will go ahead and...
This is a warp capable level 1.
Oh.
They roll 2 dice for if you invade them. But yeah, hegemony, I guess. Hegemony, whatever.
Yeah.
And they have an open slot and a research slot, so.
Or I could just do more exploring. Because I kind of want to ascend, so because I would have to spend 2 to do that.
Right.
I kind of want a second fleet and a second starbase, so I'm actually just going to leave that system. I'm going to come back later. So take both of my commands to go there. This is actually where I put a transwarp hub, like right in, like right outside.
I hope you don't.
Oh.
One of them is?
One of them is.
All right. So
but the good news is I can put it at the bottom.
Yep.
But there are multiples of these.
Yeah, no, I figured.
So, but the chances are significantly reduced. So I will choose to not go to the transwarp hub, even though putting it right outside one of my enemy's home bases would be Oh, that
Well,
would be
kind of a
that
dick
would-
move.
It would be a dick move, but it would be a pretty.
And that's a 2. Okay. Interesting. All right.
So let's see if I'll lose a ship. I don't. And hopefully there's not Borg. Oh, actually, this is good. Isolated Borg drones. Draw the number of Borg tech cards equal to your ascendancy. You may choose one to develop. So I wish I. Adaptive
Borg
shielding. At any time, you may pay 1 research and exhaust this card to ignore all hits scored against you for 1 round of space battle.
That's great.
Yeah.
Especially if you get
And
still
it's
Borg.
actually it's just an exhaust. So
You keep using it.
I can keep on using that. So like if they score at any time, so I can see how they roll.
Mm-hmm.
If they roll really high, I'll be like, oh well,
You're not hitting
Yeah.
anything.
that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
But I think this is the only good.
Borg one.
Yeah.
They're all just gonna suck after this.
Yeah.
So. Is this one? This one's still
Yeah, I think-
Civilization, I think. Or no, that was from something else. Or was it?
I think it is this planet actually. Because what else would this planet be?
I thought it was open. Oh no, you're right. It was a warp level 1 civilization, so it needs a
Production node.
develop 1 resource node. So it needs resource node and
No, it's a warp level 1, so you just put 1 down.
Okay.
And then I guess we can go ahead and do it the proper way. Alright.
I put them in the warp then.
Oh, that was actually a discovery oh no, it's actually for just civilization and export. Yeah.
Yep.
Phenomena. Okay. Alright, so that's the end of the Federation turn. And then I guess I determined that the Klingons would go next. Not sure what the Klingons are going to do. They got 4 culture. I'll go ahead and I'll build a culture node. I won't focus on that, but it still makes sense. And then I'll build a production node. This is 2 production. Yeah. I'll build a production node here. And then I'll build 2.
So for the warp, it's like this can get me 2 systems away.
Yeah.
So I could like.
Unless you're starting any of your technologies give you a node.
Oh yeah. So I have warp level
you can be 3. Yeah.
Okay. So it would be like 1 that's 1 warp.
Yeah.
2 that's 2
Yeah.
warp. And that's a
Or
third
you can do 1 and then just be 1 system away from there. Like you can drop out of like warp 1 system away from a place where you're already at.
Say again.
So you could just let's say you're here. What you could do is like drop out of warp, either just drop out of warp here and then just whatever thing you get, or like here. Like if a system isn't connected on your last system, you can because whenever you travel, you can technically drop in and out of warp. It takes 2 commands, and then just end up on the other planet. But essentially, if you roll a 2, you don't need to do that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because I'm technically warp level 2, so I have 2
Right.
tokens. I go 2 planets, drop out, drop back in, and go 2 more planets.
Yeah.
Well, this is warp 3.
Right.
So it'd be
exactly.
3 planets, go back into warp, and then
Yeah.
2 more planets or something like that. Okay.
Yeah, or if you want to meet the Federation now and do our trade agreements, then you could just like do here and then like leave again.
Right.
So I'm gonna drop this fleet out of warp, and they will end up 2 away. So they'll go here, and then I will have them leave Kronos. Yeah, because they're not gonna. They didn't come across. And I'm just hoping. I'm feeling pretty good since the transwarp hub was. Oh, there we go. So. And Guardian of Forever. Draw the top card from your advancement deck. It's completed immediately. Place it in the advancement area. Jeez, that's awesome. Playing on High Council, your humanity is increased by 1. So,
Oh, cool.
but I get another command.
That's good.
Especially since that was a level 4 one.
Mm-hmm.
And it increases my warp capability by 1 too. Oh, I'll the Klingons will go ahead and build a colony. Oh, it's a ship and a culture there. I forgot the head was there. And I'm actually kind of tempted just to burn my remaining. Yeah, I'll actually do that. I'm just gonna build 4 ships.
Hey, how's it going? Hey. Yeah, you might as well take advantage of it. So.
Because the Federation hasn't done any safe, they haven't like paved
Built
the
up their
way
ships.
right. Well, it was like I kind of want the Federation to come across systems that are safe, and then the Klingons like go there and like do stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all right. So the Romulan or Ferengi turn?
Ferengi next. So let's see. So for building, I'm going to build 3 ships. I too get 1 free, so I'll actually get a 4th one. And I'm going to build those at my station. And then, what else do I want to do? Oh, that's right. So then I put research on 2 of my technologies. And so that's it for the build phase. Oh, wait. So what happened with this one? Where's the civilization card?
Oh,
that was for
that's
this
for
one.
that one. Yeah.
Okay,
because we did. That must have just been a virgin planet.
It was a virgin planet, yeah.
Or it may have been like some hazard or something. Oh, that was the one where you had to pay to research or roll. Yeah, it was the hazard planet.
Yeah.
So
this is the civilization warp level 1. Okay,
Right,
So
yeah.
we're good now. So we got a warp and then we got a token there. Okay, cool. So this one's open. All right. All right, cool. That makes more sense. Okay, so I'm going to
I'm just doing my build phase now.
yeah, no, it makes sense. So I'm going to form that fleet again. We'll do franchise establishment flotilla. And let's see. So that's 1 command. And then I think what I can do, honestly. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 commands to drop my ships out of warp. So this one is going to go 1, 2 to be at Romulus. And then this one is going to go 1, 2, be at Bajor. And then this fleet is going to spend 2 commands to get to Sigma Draconis. And he's going to drop one of his ships off at Sigma Draconis. And I think, honestly, Whoops. Oh. I think I'll go ahead and upgrade the Ferengi's Ascendancy because I got 5 culture. So I'll go ahead and I think I have a. Where are the Ascendancy chits? Oh, I see them. Yeah.
Yeah, that way you can build more fleets and more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was realizing I guess you kind of want even your. You want everyone to get to at least level 3 so that you can
have all
fleets.
your fleets.
Yeah.
So the Ferengi are Ascendancy level 2 now.
Yeah, well, the Federation will be once. I'm essentially doing their build queue. So.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so that's the Ferengi. So then the Romulans. The Romulans are also going to. Actually, I can't because I really need that planet. So for building. So for building, I'm going to build.
Oh, if you build a space station, Ferengi should have one more command.
Oh, thank you. Yep. So why do the Romulans have a 6th command?
Oh, they have a space station.
Oh, you gain 1 for a space station. That's right. Okay. For Ascendancy and space station. That's right. So, wait, is that right? You build a space station, you gain a command? I thought you just gained 1 for when.
No, you for every space station you get 1 additional command.
Okay, so if you go up in Ascendancy, you gain a command, and if you build a space station, you get another command.
No, going up in Ascendancy doesn't give you a command. Going up in Ascendancy allows you to build another space station, which gives you a command.
Got it. Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's why you probably.
I was confused.
Yeah.
My mistake. All right. So I'm at work level 3. What do I want to do with these guys? Well, I need to build. I need another culture node. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to build a culture node and a production node on Bajor. Can I have a production node, pretty please?
Sure.
Or sorry, I'm sorry. No, it was a research node I was building, not a. Okay. 1 production, 2 research. Yeah, so it was a research node. Okay, so I'm not building any ships. So in that case. So I'm going to put. Shit, that was on the build phase. Damn it! Damn it all, man! So I'm going to do something kind of cool. I'm going to take one of my Romulan ships, put it in warp, and then I'm going to put it out of warp. Since I'm warp level 2, that puts him at Sigma Draconis. I do have to roll for hazard, though. Oh, no!
No, I don't think you roll for a hazard when there's another ship that's there.
If you enter the system, you still roll for the hazard.
Okay.
No, I lost the ship. Oh.
Gotta. Oh shoot, we've been doing something wrong. If one of your ships starts your turn on a phenomenon, you may spend a command to braid the hazard without actually moving. So you can just park a ship over a phenomenon and get a
research.
Yeah, because you know how we thought it only refreshed when
you weren't there. So it refreshes no matter what.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you have to exhaust a command to do it, but...
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad for a black hole because it's not, like, you're going to you're gonna like. It's not good to leave one ship there.
Mm-hmm.
But if I come across a phenomenon that is only like a 6, upgrade my shields, just park a ship there, use a command, you get free research.
Right, right.
The research that you can put immediately on a project too.
Right. All right, so I'm going to drop. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Or I just keep them in warp. Well, I need to be a little defensive here, so I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to try to get that other singleton ship to Sigma Draconis.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, if they end their turn there.
All right. So my second attempt worked. This ship has gotten to Sigma Draconis, so he's going to stay there.
Oh, are you gonna colonize that one?
Yeah, next turn.
Yeah.
So now, do I want to leave the science fleet in warp, or do I want to? Yeah, I'm going to leave the science fleet in warp, so he's in warp right off the space lane, and that should conclude the turn. So I can get another warp token.
So you're done with everything.
I'm done with everything.
Okay. Let's go ahead. Well, you met the Federation. Yeah, you just need to build a lot of ships and get them spread around.
I know. So I'm going to build 4 ships, which will give me 6. Alright. What else? I want to put research on these 2 guys. And I don't want to build anything else.
So if a cube is not connected via space lanes to its target, it will place new space lane pointed towards the player's home system. So if it says like move to the nearest home world, like it's physically like if there isn't like a connection, like we'll draw it, and so it'll start setting up new space lanes.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Alright, well, the Ferengi are going to build their second space station around Ferengar.
Fernegnar?
Actually, I'll go ahead and just spend the rest of my production to build more ships around Ferengar. Okay. I think the Romulans are going to form a battle group. We haven't encountered anyone else other than the Ferengi, I don't think, right?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so we're definitely going to form a battle group with these 4 ships. Oops.
Not another science fleet?
Just in case the Borg
show up,
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's number 2. Whoops. And what else? And then I'm going to probably put the battle fleet in warp.
Yeah, that way you can drop them in.
Yep. So I already know that. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. I'll go ahead and launch research projects. So for every command, I get 2 research projects, right?
Yeah, and then you can keep as many active projects as you have research nodes.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 research nodes. I can have 6, but I'm going to go. Well, I'll go ahead and spend my last command to get 1 more research project. So I draw 2, but then one of them goes to the bottom.
Yeah. Are you looking for a particular one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is interesting. Electrokinetic cloud, Borg cubes, which end their movement here in this phenomenon are destroyed. So that's actually an interesting way to, if we could somehow lay a trap for them.
Mm-hmm. So explore from there to get a.
Yeah, actually, that would be a great. Yeah.
Yeah. I got research on those. Okay, cool. So I think the Romulans are done with their turn.
And then the Ferengi are next.
Yes. Got a lot of open projects going on here. All right, so for the Ferengi, we are going to build a bunch of shit. So 3, 6, 9. So that should give us 9 ships.
We're gonna build them right into a fleet.
Don't know yet. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, you don't have any fleets out.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
All right, so we want these. Can't use space lanes. Okay, so 5, 3. I need to get. All right, so I'm just going to phase. I'm not forming.
No, when you can build them straight to a fleet.
Yeah, I can, but I'm not. Hold on.
But it doesn't cost a command that way.
I thought you can build the Ferengi can build straight into a fleet, or
I think they.
no, I think you build them first and then you commission a fleet. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We just would do it lazily and just go ahead and build a fleet and then spend a command afterwards. So. I mean, I only got 2 planets to drop them all anyway, so they're all going to be dropped kind of in the same spot. So. All right, so I have these 2 technologies. All right, so we have war is good for business.
Oh, and right here. If you're building 3 or more ships in the same system, you may immediately group them into a fleet without spending a command.
Oh, okay, let's do that.
Yeah, because I've been doing that.
Oh, I've been doing that wrong. Okay then, so 3 or more, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I can have up to two
fleets.
So we're gonna do a market penetration convoy. That's number 2. And then we're going to have a franchise establishment flotilla.
Yeah, you definitely need to get some, especially the Klingons. There's a lot of profit to be had by just visiting
Klingons have enough production as it is. So.
Well, that's more
more
production for you.
Yeah.
I mean, the Klingons are literally gonna they're at risk of running out of ships. Like that's going to be their problem. Like they're producing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 4 or another 4 from trade agreements. They're already getting 12 production per turn. They're gonna run out of ships unless they find something to fight. So giving them extra production isn't really an issue.
Okay. That's number 3. Okay, so those 2 fleets there. Those are built. Didn't have to spend a command. Now what? Do I have enough? Yeah, I have enough command tokens because I have 2 stations. All right. So for the market penetration envoy, so we get new space lanes. Okay. Do that quite yet. One, 2, 3, 4 to get to there. Okay. All right.
So the Ferengi spend a lot of ships. The Federation are upping their shields. They're doing their first shield modifier, and they also finished research on the Cochrane Institute. So my impulse speed is now up to 3, and that gives me another warp another warp technology, and that's that. So I'm going to have my science fleet jump in and out of warp, and I'll go ahead and like one more from that nebula. I'll go ahead and discover that nebula. It's 3 away, so I'm actually going to put that here. There at warp. I get a culture for discovering phenomenon. I actually just get this because I have a shield modifier. So
You're impervious.
I'm impervious from that system. So to leave a ship behind, that doesn't cost anything, right?
To leave a ship behind doesn't cost anything.
Alright, so I'm gonna leave one of my ships there. And then
just keep getting that research.
Yeah, I'm just gonna farm it. And then I'm gonna go explore from that point. So 2.
Why are you trying to put one next to where Romulus is? I see what you're doing. You're trying to put a trans thingamajigger near my homeworld.
No,
yes,
of course not.
That's totally what you're doing.
Alright, so a 5 or a 6 will kill me because I have a shield modifier.
6 kills one of your ships.
So my fleet gets decommissioned.
And then you get a research.
So 2 go there. I get a research and I get a culture. I'm going to actually go up 1 ascendancy level. So I'm at ascendancy level 3. So that was another command. I'll drop my colony fleet out of warp here, and then I will colonize the system. So I lose a ship, and I colonize that planet, and then I will build a space station there, which will give me another command for next turn. And oh, that phenomenon, I will use one of those research to develop adaptive shielding. I'll finish that one off. And with my last command, I will form another science fleet here at Earth. Okay, Federation is done.
The Romulan or the Klingons. Yep.
Klingons built a huge amount of ships. They haven't upgraded. They don't have enough to upgrade anything else. I'm gonna drop this ship out of warp here because they have 2 because of the Klingon High Council that they got. And then I will form. I'll add 2 of these ships to the assault fleet. I'll drop in and out of warp here. And I'm going to attack this Romulan planet.
What the fuck, dude? Why are you attacking me?
There's no Borg to be found, and I got tons of ships.
Yeah.
So, I got 6 ships. And I get rerolls of 1 when I attack a planet. So, I score 1 hit. And you roll 2 die.
Yeah. You first though, before you do anything else, so you need to roll a die for each of your ships because I have orbital defense mines.
And what kills me?
A 6, regardless of your shields.
Okay. So I lose 1 ship. Okay.
All right, and then I have a research node there, which gives me additional die. Research nodes you control roll an additional die to hit. So I roll 3 dice.
Okay.
Alright, so 1 hit.
Okay. So
because I roll on a 5 or greater.
So we actually we roll the equal amount so the planet gets raised. So I don't think I even get to build a colony there. I think it just gets destroyed.
That is correct.
Yeah. What to do? Could continue my reign of terror and show. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, well, I guess do the Ferengis want to get in that fight, or are they just gonna keep their?
The Ferengi are going to terminate their trade agreement with the Klingons.
Okay.
You can't go any further because there's a Klingon or a Ferengi ship.
Unless I kill them.
And now you have hostile forces in your.
Yeah.
Actually, where did he come from originally?
Here.
I should have just done it from there.
Well, I mean, you didn't know where they were going. Yeah.
You just warped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, I'm going to use a command and I'm going to destroy this one. Do you want me to bother to roll? Or you can just roll one and see if you kill anything.
That's probably a better way to do it.
Nothing.
So I don't kill anything.
That one's dead. And man, I really wish I was another Ascendancy level because I would have sent our fleet to there, but I don't think you're going to be able to take over that planet with just 2 ships. I'm going to go ahead and I made my bed. I'm gonna sleep in it. So I go here.
So first space battle with the Ferengi ship.
Well, first I actually deal with the hazard because you have mines there.
That's correct. Actually, and the planet is a hazard, so you roll twice.
Do you roll?
You roll twice.
Okay. So nothing there.
From the hazard, and now you roll for the mines.
Nothing.
Okay.
And so that was a movement. Now I'll attack.
So 4, I don't hit anything.
Alright, the ship is dead.
Alright.
Ferengi should have stayed neutral. And then so I roll 5.
Actually, you had to.
Oh, you fight that guy. Yeah,
you had to fight this guy first.
I'll use another one. Yeah, that's fine. He's dead.
And nothing. Alright.
And now I'll attack the planet with my last command. So I roll 5. I get 2, and I can re-roll my 1s. So 3. So but you get 3 die back.
I get 4.
Oh yeah, because you're
So 1 hit, and then the planet is raised.
No, that's only if it's equal.
No, you have to. If you roll equal to the amount of nodes, the planet is raised. If you overkill, you get to keep everything. That's what the equal.
No, it's the number of hits.
Right. You score 3 hits on my 3 nodes.
No. It's like you only rolled 1 hit. I essentially won with overwhelming force. Let me just go through it.
So it's equal to the other person's rolled hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Klingons gotta fight, man. Yeah, if the attacker scores more hits than the defender has then the defender has nodes. So
right. It's the nodes, not.
Oh, it was equal to the number of nodes.
It's
so
raised.
Yeah, it's raised.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's still a Klingon.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
That's still a Klingon thing. So Bajor has a space station, and I mean, I have enough shit, so I could just I'm not losing any. Oh, I'm out of command, so never mind.
Yeah,
so
you're done.
The Klingons are done, and now the Romulans are going to be out for blood. But
so you get this back. All right. So we didn't do the turn order. So who was next? It was they went first.
No, we're done.
That was the last.
Yeah, that was the last. Yeah, I chose for them to be last. I kind of wanted to see if someone discovered the Borg. If someone discovered the Borg, they would have gone and attacked the Borg.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't give them a target, so the Klingons got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's more likely that the Federation or Klingons will win, and so that's why they did what they did. They got to give them an enemy to fight, and I'm not gonna fight myself.
War is good for business.
Oh yeah, actually, you may get something from that.
So actually, I get a production for you engaging the Borg.
So actually, I wasn't recording it, unfortunately. So the Klingons jumped to where the Borg appeared, and they did 1 round of combat, and then they used the Cult of Kalis to suicide the remaining ships and just plow into the Borg cube and finishing them off. They suffered great casualties, but they brought honor to the Empire. And they salvaged the Borg technology as well.
Right, so build.
Yeah, I actually kind of didn't want. Yeah, if Romulus had become assimilated. See, that's another reason you need to build some ships in Romulus, like stat.
Well, stop fucking attacking me, and then I'll build some ships, you moron. Jeez.
Well, I didn't kill any Romulan ships. I just took out.
You did. You
I
killed
took out your
Romulan
culture
nodes. You killed Romulan civilians. That's even worse.
The Klingons, they don't care about that.
Yeah, I know they don't.
Any good Romulan's a dead Romulan.
Yeah, right. Alright, so the market, penetration convoys there. Alright, so the Ferengi are going to upgrade their shields. Oh no, I can't. I need. Oh shit. I need more than that. Or I could just upgrade weapons. No, I'll hold on to that. So I built 3 ships to make a commerce enforcement fleet, the one that can go in and out of warp. So 1, 2, and then I can go 1. Well, they're all connected anyway, so it doesn't really matter. All right, let's see. Oh, that's right. So I spent all that to go up Ascendancy. Can you hand me an Ascendancy? So the Ferengi at Ascendancy level 3.
So they spent 25 for that?
No, we had
Oh, you had some culture.
we had culture saved up.
Oh, okay.
So I had like 3. I had 3 left, and I spent like 10 production to get my last 2. So let's see.
Well, then why do you have any culture left over then?
I had 4 culture. I spent 2 production to get my 5, and I had 1 left over.
You got to use 5 production to get 1 culture.
I spent 10 production.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, all right. So fleet number 2 is a market penetration code. That's the one that can allow me to go on to other. So I think I gotta upgrade my shields. Fuck. I don't have anything. Okay. The Commerce Enforcement Squadron is going to spend 3 commands. Actually, no, I do want the.
Just in case it wasn't recorded, the Federation discovered the Borg spear, but they didn't score a single hit, unfortunately. And their science fleet retreated, and then the Klingons came in to finish up the group. That's probably what I'm going to continue to do. Federation comes in, tries to find the Borg, and then the Klingons finish them off.
There we go. So I broke down I disbanded a fleet, and I reformed the franchise enforcement flotilla. So these guys are going to spend 3 commands. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did the Ferengi have any open research projects?
No, we don't.
Okay.
We don't have a whole lot of research anyway, so that's part of the problem.
The Ferengi can now colonize this planet.
Yeah, right. So,
well, actually, this planet's open too. It's a research planet.
Yeah. So we're dropping off ships at Sigma Draconis and Huperia. Actually, what I think I'll do. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. And then that still leaves the fleet constituted. And then for my last 2 commands, Commerce Enforcement Squadron. 3. So Commerce Enforcement Squadron is actually going to do a new space lane this direction.
Okay.
I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. So might have to go the other direction.
Yeah. You're
All right, what do we got?
Transwarp up. No.
Fucker.
Nutra Nebula.
Oh, that's not so great.
So it's a 5. Ships in this phenomenon may not use their shield, so it's not a big deal that they haven't.
Oh yeah, because it would have been that way anyway. So
Yeah.
we do need the research. So
How many ships are in that fleet?
only 3.
Okay. So 5 or 6 kills you, nothing.
We're fine.
So you get a research.
And then that's all my commands.
The Romulans are gonna be like, what the shit?
Yeah, exactly. All right. So the Romulans now. Let's see. So I've got 6, which we're going to go ahead
And especially since the Klingons have upped their shields, even if you want to seek vengeance on the Klingons.
Well, I am upgrading their weapons as well. So.
Oh yeah, enough research.
Yeah.
But their shields are still at their base, right?
My shields are still at the base.
Yeah.
Did you upgrade your weapons as well?
No, but I will. I probably will next turn.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so I have 6. I'm going to form. So we already have that battle group. Probably not going to use the mining fleet, so we're going to make that combat fleet.
So Frankie are in 3 Klingon ships.
Did you roll for the hazard when you went to that planet? I don't think you
No,
did.
I didn't.
Why don't you go ahead and roll for the ships that are remaining?
One's dead.
Okay.
I mean, I guess the most strategic thing would have been just to wait outside of here, because the Borg actually would have to engage me first.
Right.
But so it wouldn't make an effective difference, but yeah, we'll remember that in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, the Klingons get 5 research per turn.
Oh, these guys are higher warp, so they can go 3 systems. Actually, no, they can go further than that because they were put in warp a while ago. All right, so what are they going to do? How many are left in this fleet?
5.
Hmm.
My shields are upgraded, but my weapons are not upgraded. But I always roll in the 6, and if I won, I could always just suicide my ships and kill you that way.
Yeah, so
and that would give me a culture for killing 3.
Yeah, so you might just suicide them all. I do have first strike, but that's only if I actually kill you. So it's really not something
I mean, like the Klingons just negotiated. The Ferengi just negotiated a peace treaty on your behalf.
Yeah.
Do you really want to throw that away?
Not really. So may I pass through Sigma Draconis to go to Hyperia?
Are you going to build a colony there?
Doesn't matter. May I pass through Sigma Draconis to go to Hyperia?
Fine.
Okay. Alright, so my warp tokens are gone. I'm actually not going to build a colony there. From there, I'm going to create a space lane, a 3. Alright, what do we got? Terra Nova.
Looks like the Federation's gonna be building a colony fleet. Oh, so let's see what's there. Writ of accountability. Roll a diplomacy test of 6. If you succeed, this card has no effect. If you fail, return or discard all trade agreements you hold.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Success or fail, shuffle this card into the remaining deck instead.
So I gotta roll 6, otherwise I get rid of all my
Well,
trade
I
agreements?
think your ascendancy gets included into it. So yeah, diplomacy test. Yeah, you roll plus your ascendancy.
Okay. Oh my god. Fucking
So you
hell.
lose all your trade agreements.
So I lose the Ferengi trade agreement.
Yeah. This gets reshuffled into it.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit. So then I go back.
No, you're still in orbit. It was just like a crisis. I'm glad you don't have your build phase.
Damn, this game's not going that great. It kind of sucks. Well, we don't have any Borg action. That's the
no, there was. It's because what happened is like
anything.
you spend so much time turtling yourself up.
Well, because you were the one that was gallivanting off, exploring to try to get the Borg out.
Yeah. Well, and when it didn't, I saw a target because you were turtling, so you were waiting for the Borg to appear. They damage me, and then you just keep on doing your culture and technology, and then suddenly you win the game. But I saw that coming, so when I saw an opportunity, I took it.
Fucking hell. Alright, so I gotta give that back to... So does that mean... So I lose all trade agreements, which means the other players have to give me a trade agreement back.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the Ferengi will just give it back to him next turn. No big deal.
Yeah, but the Ferengi won't get the production that turn.
Right. Which therein lies the problem. Alright, so they only get 1, 2, 3. Did I drop one off at... I didn't drop one off at Kronos.
No.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So they only get 4 this turn. And then 2 research.
Oh, are the Romulans done? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, we can't do anything else really.
Oh, okay.
Well,
no, not really. Well, didn't you ask to go? Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that fleet was one through there. Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right, that's that.
Save my research.
So the Romulans, do you want to bid to go first?
I don't really have anything to bid with.
All right, then the Ferengi or is it who went first last?
You did. The Federation went first.
Okay.
And then the Romulans, and then the Klingons.
Okay.
So the Federation is the one that needs to bid first.
Yeah.
So is the Federation going to bid?
Federation's gonna bid 2.
Okay. The Ferengi will bid 3.
Okay. The Klingons will bid 3.
Okay. All right. The Romulans will then bid 4.
Okay, so the Romulans want to go first, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Alright,
and then these 3 have to roll.
Yeah.
So
Federation got 6.
Klingons got 4, so the Ferengi go last.
Okay.
Alright, so then resources, they get 4 for their... Oh, but they do get a lot from their trade agreements that they hold, so that's 4, 1... That's the Romulans, so... So
Sorry, I paused again. The Klingons just did essentially a build turn and consolidated. The Federation explored a bunch of planets. I think I was recording for that, but I'm not 100% certain.
alright. So the Romulans are going to upgrade their shields. And we are going to go up in Ascendancy.
Did you say that was a... Sorry.
Each game is a little bit of a different strategy, and like how it goes down seems to keep on changing.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So finish my building. I've gone up into Ascendancy, so I'm Ascendancy level 3. I'm going to commission. Or no, I'm not going to do that yet. Or will I? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and commission a starbase at Regulus. Then build a science fleet at Bajor. Okay. So I'm going to put the science fleet in and out of warp to put it at Regulus.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up an extra ship while I'm there. And then I'm going to explore from there. So a 3.
That'd be funny if you tried to discover a Borg around here now.
Well, that's kind of what I'm banking on at this point. Just a phenomenon, but that's fine.
You'll get a science.
So I don't draw one of these for phenomenon, right?
No.
Okay, so I upgraded my shields to the next level, so I get hit on 6. So, goodness. Alright,
My ghost makes noises.
Alright, so they're fine. I get a research, which I'm going to apply
To a project.
To-
Yeah, you have a lot of open
I
projects.
have a lot of open projects and I haven't been able to, actually that last research I'll give to that, so that'll help out. Alright, so from there I'm going to go again. So another 3.
So you'll need a second. I can start.
Yeah, so that'll be my last 2 commands. Well, yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. Alright. So 3. And then what do we got? Eagle Nebula, another phenomenon.
Well, I think there's only 2 transport pubs, and one is like near the bottom of the deck.
Oh, that
So-
would have been nice to know before I went off on this.
Well, if
this little gambit.
planets will have it, but I mean, at least you're taking those phenomenon for me because I would be getting a culture for each one of those.
Right. So I'll leave.
The good news is I only
One of those
will
ships
have
there.
4 cultures. I won't have enough to win unless I do some exploring.
Right. Okay, so that should get my advanced. Yeah, that should get my advanced Romulan cloaking device. Rival ships no longer block your ship's movement. When attacked, your ships may enter warp without a command. The space battle is canceled and the attacker's command is refreshed.
Okay, so is that the end of your turn?
That has to be, because I don't have any more. I don't have any more commands. All right. So that's the Ferengi. So let's see. Oh boy.
There.
That. And then oh, I forgot about these guys sitting there. Did we didn't regenerate that research, so we'll regenerate that research.
Yeah, if it stays there,
They can just keep getting it.
Yeah.
Which fleet is this? This is the Commerce Enforcement Fleet. Okay, good. Okay. I'm going to upgrade their shields. Whoops. Sorry.
Oh, did you not flip the Ferengi over? Their commands are all spent.
No, I didn't. Thanks. Alright. So I'm going to upgrade their shields. And still in build phase, so I'm going to spend 2 culture to colonize these 2.
Interesting.
And then I will spend...
You're not gonna like leave even one of them for the Romulans?
That wasn't part of the deal.
No, I mean but
Oh, you mean for the Romulans? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see what you're banking your head. Now that you know that the Romulans can't win, you're just gonna try to make a production factory. Alright. You're only at this game, all I need to do is discover one thing, and I'll have it. Assuming I have my home world. So I'm gonna have to bid to go first.
And then I need another production node, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Alright, and then I'm going to build... I need a third... Where's the third Ferengi? Oh, here's the third Ferengi station. So that's all my building. And then I'm going to commission a Ferengi station at Huperia. And... or actually... yeah, I'll commission a Ferengi station at Signature Conus, actually. Yeah, that'll be better. Okay. Penetration. Use this guy. And then I'll commission a fleet. Space needs. Commission those guys or commission these guys? Either one. Or I can flip these over. Loss Interdiction Task Force, what is that? Interesting. Loss Interdiction Task Force. So like they're losing their assets, so they form a large fleet.
No, like a loss, like essentially like if like I think it's more like if someone's like behind on their debts or whatever, they like they go go to get them. That's how I interpret it, at least.
Okay. So that's number 2. And then 2 cans. Let's go pick up 2 more. Oops. Oh, that's right. And then we needed to give our trade agreement back to the Romulans. And then so I can put them in and out of warp. That'll get them. We're at warp level 2, so 1, 2. I'll get them 2 systems away.
Oh, this is interesting. Just in case you want to attack, at any time you may pay 1 research and exhaust this card to ignore all hits scored against you in a round of combat. It doesn't say against the Borg.
What do I need to do to get this research to brave the?
It's just like doing a refresh phase if the fleet's still there.
Oh, okay. So I don't need to spend a command to like brave the. Again. That's what.
Oh yeah, no, that was the thing. If the ship is already there, you have to spend a command. Yeah, ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
All So I upgrade my shield so I get hit on 6s.
So I don't get
Okay.
any of these because I didn't use my commands for that.
Correct. So this fleet is fine. I get the research.
I'll have to make sure I do that next turn.
mhm. I think that's all the Ferengi can do because that's all. Well, actually, I get an exhausted command because I built a
Another
station.
station.
All right. All right, that's it for the round.
So who won first last time? Did Frankie?
Federation.
Oh, the Federation won.
So you roll. So you roll.
Well,
you
I
actually
could
seek the
decide if
bid.
I want to bid. Yeah. I will bid 2 to go first.
Don't we take our resources first and then bid?
Yeah, I already done
I
that.
haven't done that
okay.
yet, so give me a second.
Yeah, you want to see how much you have?
Yeah.
That's fine. Well, so
First,
I'm gonna bid. I'm bidding 2
Okay.
to go first. Are any of your powers gonna bid?
The Ferengi will bid 3.
The Klingons will bid 4.
Okay.
Are the Romulans gonna bid for anything?
The Romans will not bid.
Okay. So the Klingons will choose to go first, and then you can choose to go second. Since you bid 3 and I only bid 2.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'll go second.
All right. Federation will go third. Then.
Romulans go last.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. The Klingons. Will upgrade their weapons again. And drop. Oh, and they will build. Oh, they'll go up an ascension level. So the Klingons are now at ascension 3. And then they will.
Doesn't there a Borg cube that generates?
Oh, you gotta roll. So if we get a 6, then a Borg shows up. So no Borg shows up.
So it's not one every turn. We roll every turn, essentially.
Yeah, like during the refresh phase. Yeah.
Okay.
When you take. Oh, yeah. So it's like also if you. It's also if you've researched the area, but it's also at the beginning of each phase.
I'm a little. The Borg expansion is a little underwhelming.
Well, this was also the weaker version. You could play it where you start out with the transwarp hub in the middle. So this was the weaker version.
Isn't the weaker version for the 2-player game that you were talking about?
Well, or it's like or whenever you choose to have it be that way as well.
Okay.
The Klingons actually can't build.
You can't build anymore.
No more ships. All right, never mind. Yes, I'll just.
It's such a pity that you have too many ships you can't build anymore.
Yeah. Alright, so for my commands, I will issue. I will create a Marauder fleet of 4. And then I will take them in and out of warp. They can move 4 now because they have 2 warp upgrades. No, 3. So they can move 1, 2, 3. And they're gonna the Marauder fleet is gonna chill at Earth. This ship is gonna leave that system. It's gonna be a 2. See what's there. Neutronic wavefront. You may your exhausted command and place all ships in the system at warp, or being a level 4 hazard. I'll go ahead and exhaust a command and put it at warp. That ship's not doing anything for me. I'll have. I already had 3 fleets. I'll go ahead and drop this battle group out of warp. One system away from here. Roll it. 3. Actually, that's a 1 system.
And you can't move your homeworld.
Oh, you're right. Right, can't move.
Because I was looking at that too.
Yeah. That's Fredonia. See what's there.
So we're not going to get into the warp gate because it's at the bottom. Because you found one of them and put it at the bottom of the stack.
It's a simulation level 1 civilization. Develop a research node.
So it's in a simulated.
It's a simulated planet.
You put that off of Earth?
It's not an option. I just drew it.
Yeah. No, I'm curious why you were exploring off of Earth.
Because it's essentially now you can't intentionally connect to Earth. I guess you could actually float that system.
I could still connect.
Oh well, I mean I'll be able to defeat this either way. Develop 1 resource node.
So they have their own resource nodes and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's creepy.
Essentially, what happens is like they're essentially harvesting the planet, and whenever they finish a turn at 3, then a new cube develops.
Oh
wow. Move the nearest Borg cube to the system, or place a new Borg cube if there's no. Oh shit!
You just put a Borg cube off of Earth.
Yeah.
You just did what I was trying to do.
I know. Bad idea. All right.
Brilliant.
So I'm gonna exhaust this card, and I'm not gonna have to use a command, and I'm gonna attack the Borg cube. Or do I want to move away? No, I'll attack it. I got 6 ships. Their weapons hit on a 3, and I can re-roll 1s. So
2 hits.
3 hits.
All right. So 3 hits on the Borg cube.
Yeah.
And they hit on 3 or greater.
Yeah. Well, no, for the Borg, it's just a 6 because I've upgraded my shields for the first round of combat.
So 2 hits.
2 hits, and they regenerate 2 health, unfortunately.
Yep.
2
okay.
hits.
You keep attacking.
Well, they can't retreat because they're
right,
Klingons.
Right. So you just keep going. How many ships you got?
4, but now the shield modifier goes, so it'll be a 4, 5, or 6 now.
Yeah.
Or do I just crash all 4 of them into a really heavily damaged cube?
4 is not going to
kill it, though. No, but it will be that damage when the Borg had their turn. I'll do 1 more round of combat. So I roll 4 die. A 4, 5, or 6 is a hit.
So 1 hit.
Just 1 hit. And now the Borg roll 7. I should have just. I can't believe I gave you what you've been hoping for.
So 2 hits, and then regens 2 health. So now it's back up to full health.
Jeez.
So 2 hits. You only have 2 ships now.
Alright, so they're ramming. They're ramming to inflict 2 damage on the Borg cube.
Alright.
So that, jeez, I can't believe I self-inflicted like that.
You self-inflicted a Borg cube on planet Earth.
Yeah.
This is brilliant. I love it.
Oh my god.
So now the Federation.
My last turn would be, gosh, what even to bother to do? I guess form
a major fleet.
A major fleet. Where's that to? with like all these ships that were here, just in case I. Gosh, I can't believe I did that.
You were trying to connect to where the Romulans were.
Yeah.
And go, like, snuff them out.
Ugh. Alright, luckily the Federation goes next.
Yeah.
Federation's finishing their Starfleet Academy, so now when I brave the hazard, I have one more shield modification. I am going to. Oh, I didn't finish the rest of my building.
Probably should
One,
build some
two,
ships there on
yeah. I
Earth.
get 1, 2, 3, 4 production.
You were like so confident that I finished my building already. My
Oh,
research gathering.
actually, I did do my build production earlier. I put all 6 of it on a battle group. That's why I did.
To build that battle
Yeah,
group.
to build that battle group. So I'm gonna build it on Earth.
Makes sense. And then go after the cube.
No, why do that?
Oh, you're just gonna wait for the cube to come to you?
Yeah. Because that'll force me to use commands and stuff. And who knows, it could say go to the nearest whatever. Like, we don't know where it's going to go next.
Do you have an open research?
Yeah, I have 2 open
Okay.
research.
I mean, do you want to roll
Yeah,
for these 2?
I'm
It's
gonna,
a command for each to
yeah,
bring the
so
hazard.
actually all 3 of those, because my research fleet had one there too.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So I get 3 research. I'll go ahead and put them all on planetary defense shields.
You're going to need that.
And that is done. I'm going to go ahead and use another one to get another 2 things. It's not great, but well. I will send another one out. I'll send my science fleet out to explore. 2. I can't believe it. The thing that you were trying to do, I did
yourself.
for you.
Yep.
I'll go to Sherman's Planet. See what's there. It's a virgin planet. Jesus, like actually the last thing I would want. Oh, I'm gonna drop this other battle group out
Of warp.
of warp at Earth.
And put it on the path to Earth, essentially.
No, it's like I'm
At
dropping
Earth.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Earth is fine. And then I'll use another command to have my science fleet do another one. Luckily, I have an impulse speed of 3, so I can just do it. Alright, Briar Patch. Thank goodness. So I get another culture.
And you won the game.
And I won the game assuming that you don't blow up. Yeah, like the Borg don't somehow like defeat everything. Oh, and what do I have? I don't have enough to upgrade my shields, but I can upgrade my weapons even without that research. So my weapons now roll in a 3 or above. And we can just call it a game if you want, because
I think we can. There's nothing else I can do.
I mean, we can do one Borg battle just for fun, just to see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So the Borg command is move 2 systems to the nearest developed system.
Well, that's
that would be Earth. So you can go ahead and roll for Borg. So
let's say it's a fully like you know.
I mean, I'll
You probably will still destroy it. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So all ships are attacking it?
No, like I still get first strike on it.
Okay. How do you get first strike on it?
You always get first strike against the Borg.
Oh, okay.
So I have
that way the Borg can then adapt.
Yeah. So I have 2 different battle groups of 6. Are there more die around? Yeah. I need all the die.
I think I don't have any.
Alright, so this is 10. I have a total of 12.
So you'll just roll 2 more.
Yeah, so, well, 12 plus these 3, so I actually have 15 Federation ships that hit on a 3 or above. And actually similar to Klingon ships, so I'll just include them. That's fleet.
So all ships
Fleet one.
attack it?
Yeah, that are defending in that area.
Okay.
So 15. So I actually get 19 chances. A 3 or above will do a hit. So
Oh, jeez. So you might just wipe it out.
yeah, and actually I get to reroll once.
Okay.
So
yeah, you just wipe it out.
I
you upgraded your weapons.
Yeah, I just.
So the Borgs are not as scary as I thought they were.
Well, no, the thing is like you have to kill it in the first round or two because essentially they get a shield modifier increases each round of combat. So if you don't kill it, yeah, so it wouldn't even roll actually at that point because it drops, it shows up in the soul system and like they all fire all at the same time and just like completely obliterate before it like hits the fire.
Okay. All right. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, so I guess next time would you want to just have it have a transwarp hub in the middle, and then
For sure, and then it'll be a little bit more. It'll be more of a challenge.
Well, also, what would be a dickish move is the Federation comes in, or like some other player comes in and like goes to the transwarp hub, and then goes to, or what they do is they go
Make a pathway.
they go to a friendly like nation, or to go to another country, another planet, and then from there go straight to the hub.
Yep, that would be one way of doing it.
Well,
It's an interesting mechanic that adds to the game. I was kind of expecting it to be more like all players cooperating against the Borg to a certain extent. But
well, see, the thing is I got so powerful that I didn't fear the Borg anymore. So I was like, all right, well, like I can handle, like I'm not gonna lose if a Borg shows up. So I'm going to start messing around with the next most powerful player.
If I knew, so what I didn't know is that there were only 2 warp gates in that stack. I thought there were more. So you never mentioned that. So so even after you discovered that first one, I thought there would still be another one.
Well,
knowing that there's only 2, at that point I would have been a lot more like bold in exploring other planets.
Well, there's 2 transwarp hub, but there's a lot of Borg
cards.
Yeah, see, like the
as you showed.
Yeah, so well, see, there's 2 right there.
Okay.
And then another version planet. So then there's 2 that we would have gone there. And I guess it would be a while since. But yeah, there would have been 2 Borg hub. Yeah, so you would have put in a hub. No, actually, if there's no Borg in play, move the nearest Borg cube to the system. If not, place a new Borg. So yeah, a Borg cube would have showed up the next planet you explored.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, thanks for the game.
It was interesting playing with the Borg.
I'm gonna have to change factions now because I can't be sneaky with the Romulans anymore.
Yeah. I'm on to you.
Yeah.
You can't turtle up as effectively.
I'll see you later.
See ya.